All right. I think it's time that I expose YouTube slash Google's lack of freedom of speech and their censorship. I mean, they are a public company, but they aren't like government, so obviously they have the right to block things. But with how big they are, you have to think about how that affects everyone. So, because everybody uses Google, everybody watches everything on YouTube now, it's like has a huge influence on what people think, what people see, and what they hear and what they believe to be true. If you don't believe me, let me show you what I mean. So, I'm sure you know how everybody is going crazy with all this Elon Musk and Trump stuff going on. There's two sides. Some people hate him now because of it, and other people are like, it's amazing. But if you go on YouTube, you'll see that they are biased towards hating on Elon and hating on the Cybertruck and all of that stuff. If you don't believe me, let me show you what I mean. So, there's this guy, he made this video about his Cybertruck, what he hates about it, what he likes about it after 10 months of use. And he talked about it putting his business advertisement on there and how it gets a lot of because it gets a lot of views, whether good or bad. It still makes that image in their mind where, oh, this person does this type of work. So when you're like searching stuff up, you'll see that business pop up again, and it'll be like, hey, I know that, I've seen it before. And most people hopefully aren't like, ew, they drive a Cybertruck, I hate that person. Like, I don't know if you think like that. I don't know, that's something else. Like, who goes and says, oh, you drive a Prius, I'm not gonna buy anything from your business because I don't like the Toyota person or whoever. Or, ew, you bought stuff from Amazon, I don't like Jeff Bezos, I'm not gonna support your business because you bought stuff from Jeff Bezos. Like, who thinks like, I don't know who thinks like that. But anyways, so here you can see this person commented on there saying the cons of having a Cybertruck is Elon Musk, and you're probably going to get the middle finger from people most of the time, and your business is going to get a lot of bad reviews. So I told him I drove to 48 states. I drove to 48 state capitals. Obviously, I didn't go to Alaska or Hawaii. Hawaii because it's across the ocean, and Alaska because there's no superchargers going all the way up there. So I didn't want to take the risk going on third party chargers. But, anyways, I had mostly positive interactions with people. I did get a few negative, but majority was positive interactions. People wanted to see inside, people wanted to sit in there, take pictures with it, and people even just came by and complimented the rap that I did on it. It's kind of interesting. So, yeah, there were some negative stuff. One guy, he thought, "Oh, because you bought this vehicle, you must be attracted to guys or something," because he said, "Get a real truck," you know that word. I don't want to get my video taken down because of that, all the censorship and stuff. So, um, and then I had another person just like gesture with a thumbs down. I'm telling you, I had way more thumbs up than thumbs down. Okay. I don't know about now with all the crazy Elon Musk and Trump stuff that Google is pushing to make it seem so negative. If you don't believe me, again, I'm going to show you. Okay. So let me just do a real quick thing here. You can see on his last comment here, driving your swastika around Trumpland, Clanville, and Hicktown doesn't really count as positive reviews. Okay. So if I respond to this, which I've responded probably at least 10 times, it keeps getting deleted, even if I just write something simple. Okay. So let me see. I'm going to say, are you calling the 48 states? Oops. 48 states and BC and Ontario. What do you say? Trumpland, Clanville. Okay, so you see, I'm gonna just put this, okay? It's no more offensive than what that guy wrote, but watch, that comment is gonna disappear, okay? You see this? Let me show you. Look, it already disappeared. Okay, look, now random stuff reappeared. I guess they reviewed it. They saw him like, what the heck? And then it finally somehow came back. but it was like deleting everything, deleting everything. I think they figured out that I'm like monitoring the chat and seeing like where are all my comments, and I guess they gave up. So they finally put all my comments back. But look at this. I was like, where do you want me to drive it? China? Because I already went to pretty much all the US, or almost all the US, okay? And Canada. And then I said, you're pretty much called the entire US and Canada Trumpland, Clanville, and Hicktown. All right. And then YouTube and Google kept like deleting my replies. I was like, geez, they're so anti Trump and Elon, they're just deleting everything. And now all of a sudden it reappeared. I wonder what happened. Is it because they saw that I kept like commenting, going, where the heck are my comments? I don't know what's going on, but they kept deleting my comments. All right. And now they finally brought them back. Oh, nope, they disappeared again. Oh my god. See, okay, let me get out of here again. Look. Look at that. Is that normal? Do you guys see this happen to your comments all the time? So, anyways, here you can see my full comment to them. For some reason, they were okay leaving this comment, but they deleted the other ones. So I told them that I haven't had any bad reviews from Elon or Trump haters, as I drove, like, I pretty much drove through all of that. And it didn't happen. And I mean, all the hate didn't happen until after he was like, went into office, right? And then after Elon started getting rid of all this wasteful government spending and stuff. Um, and then I've heard other people say things like, where's the proof? What's the proof? Like he's just saying whatever, like that they're like cutting spending on stuff, but they're just being very vague about what they're cutting. Obviously, they can't like, if you were saying you're getting rid of like $1 million worth of spending, do you really think you can list out every single thing that $1 million was spent on? You'll go, okay, this money is designed for whatever, this research. You're not going to say, we bought like 15 million band-aids, we bought 500 syringes, we bought like these like slides for looking in microscopes and all of this. You're going to say like a general like thing of what you were doing. So if you're using it to do research on like hormonal stuff, like you're trying to put hormones into the other genders and things like that, that is what you would say. You wouldn't say, "Oh, so for hormone research and to find out all these other uses for it, like okay, there's going to be a lot of things that they spent that money on, and you can't really list out every single thing, every single reason. It's like what the majority, what their main goal of that is. If you want, you can like research into more what they were doing, what they were researching. But again, they're going to cut stuff and then they're going to say, oh, was it necessary? Was it not? Because this doesn't look necessary. So they cut it. All right. But anyways, you can see I had much more positive interaction, and most people were telling me that they liked it, okay? I wasn't getting a bunch of negative stuff, and I didn't get any negative reviews on my business. Maybe I'll get some now after making this video, I don't know. But anyways, Yelp and Google, they do a pretty good job of filtering out reviews that are fake. Like if you've never been to my business and stuff, they'll kind of know, and then they'll just delete it. If there's some hacker or something, maybe they'll have a way to make it look like they've been here or whatever, and then they're gonna start doing that. But I don't know. Okay. But again, Google, YouTube, they have a lot of power, okay? And they're able to influence you guys. Like you watch all these videos of influencers, okay? These influencers, Google and YouTube decide which influencers you see. If they want, you're probably like, they let me post my video's up. People can watch it, right? Yes, that's true. People can see your videos and whatever. But because I've done tests where I would title a video a specific way and I would go into the search and I would search the exact name of my title of my video and it would not show up. Okay. So Google, YouTube, their algorithm, whatever, has a huge influence on what people think, on what they see, what they believe to be true. If they wanted, they could just post a whole bunch of fake news stuff and no one will how will you verify it's true? Like, you're gonna have to word of mouth hear other people and say, "I don't know what they're talking about. I went there. I didn't see people getting, like, lit on fire. I didn't see this happening." So, if they wanted, they could frame stuff to like, they'll say, "Oh, you saw all those cars broken down on the street? It's because, AI or whatever's taking over and is just disabling them." Like, how are you gonna verify and how are you gonna prove that? Like, if that's what they keep filtering and sending to you, they can also filter out what news articles you can see. They can filter whatever, like everything. Okay. When the elections were happening, they when you search for Donald, it auto-filled everything except for Trump. Like, you would search Donald, it'll say, like, Donald Duck, Donald something else, Donald whoever, whatever other famous Donald something that they'll have, okay? It wasn't showing Donald Trump unless you manually type in Trump. Like, if even if you put Donald T, it'll fill something else, it's not gonna fill out Trump. It doesn't do that anymore because now Donald Trump is elected into office. They have no reason to do it anymore. But they were basically trying to rig the election by hiding stuff, by making it harder to find this information. They were even when you search like where to vote for Donald Trump, it wouldn't really give you an exact answer. It wouldn't show a map. You search where to vote for Kamala Harris, it was showing a map of all the places you can vote. If you don't think that's biased, if you don't think that's censorship, if you don't think that's like going against freedom of speech and all this stuff, I don't know, you're crazy. I don't know. But it's very obvious that there's a huge bias with Google, with YouTube. Look, see? YouTube is Google. So, look, where'd those comments go? They all disappeared. Okay? They disappeared again. I don't know. Maybe it's waiting to see if I comment again to see if I'm still watching just to prove me wrong. But look, all those comments are gone. For what reason should they be missing from here? I can't scroll down, scroll up. They're gone, okay? This person didn't respond to any of my comments, which obviously means they didn't get any of those comments that I posted or responses. So, Google is definitely like 100% censoring, and they're biased and they're making it to where people see certain things. And again, if you don't think that's a problem, you see all this like Cybertruck hate. If I were to search Cybertruck stuff now, it used to be there was a lot of positive stuff. And then all of a sudden, everything turned negative. You see all these people posting about swastikars and whatever nonsense, okay? Just because of what's going on in the government, because Elon Musk made a gesture that looked like I don't if I say that word, I'll probably get censored as well. And like I said, there's no freedom of speech. There you have to be very careful with what you say because things you say will get you taken off the platform. Like, I don't even know if now if I post this, if YouTube is gonna end up saying, "Hey, you're, like, doing something that we don't like, we're gonna take your channel down," or they'll just stop sharing my videos or whatever. But it's important, like, this kind of stuff, you need to understand what's going on, that you can't just go through, like, whatever YouTube, Google feeds you or whatever your social media feeds you because these algorithms basically are like brainwashing. It's kind of if all you see is negative stuff about things, you're going to believe that there's only negative things about those things. Like these days people don't even ask. Like if you see the thing about all these people hating on the Cybertruck, they don't ask what do you like about it? What's like why'd you buy one? What's so great about it? Or if they ask you why'd you buy one, it's not like an actual question of interest. It's more of why'd you buy one? Are you dumb? Like that's what the kind of like tone is. It's not even like people aren't curious. They're just like everybody else is showing hate to this. Let's hate it too. Like it makes no sense how like they're basically using psychological warfare. Like this is what's going on. And it's by managing what people see, what people hear, they control what people think, okay? Like people are saying everybody hates Donald Trump and everybody hates Elon Musk. Okay, why before all this election stuff, Why was the Model Y the number one selling vehicle 2 years in a row in the world? It doesn't make sense. And then all of a sudden, because he went into the political stuff, they think, okay, that's why it crashed. But before any of that, it's because they were coming out with a new Model Y, and people are like, I don't want to buy the old one because a new one is coming out. Okay. I don't know about now because all this stuff is being fed about people hating Elon Musk and Donald Trump, that maybe now they're like, ew, I don't want to get a Model Y. I don't want to get a Tesla because everybody hates Donald Trump and everybody hates Elon. If I buy a Model Y, even if I agree with them, my car might get vandalized. My car might get broken into. My car might get spray painted and swastika'd. I don't know. But people are crazy. If you're vandalizing stuff because you don't agree, it doesn't make sense. More than half the US voted for Donald Trump, and then because he's like, "Oh, now you're letting Elon Musk like look at the stuff." That's not right. So, I've been hearing all this stuff where they're like, "Oh, they're like lining their rich buddies' pockets." Okay, where does that even come from? Who's getting this money? Who's like, where are you seeing that this money is going into their pockets? I don't understand. If you look at it now, Tesla's crashing so much, Elon Musk lost more than whatever he could even get if he was getting all the money from the government. It makes no sense. Okay? So, I don't know what people are talking about. Honestly, I feel a lot of it is just crazy propaganda stuff, crazy, like, whatever bias things that Google or whoever is spreading. Because you even see stuff where they'll say, "Where's the proof of like whatever funding you took away is for this specific thing?" And then there'll be articles saying, "Oh, it was wrong." And then later they change and go, "Oh, never mind. There actually is money going towards that and this, but it's also for other things, or there's this kind of reason for why they're doing it or whatever." So there's truth to what's going on, and then they're also like half truthing it to where it makes things look worse than they are. So keep an open mind. Don't just go to this blind hatred mode. Like, I don't censor or block anyone, and I've been accused because YouTube and Google takes down people's comments. I don't care if you make like racist remarks on my channel, but Google and YouTube are gonna like take it down, okay? I don't care. I don't care if you post links on my channel, but YouTube will take it down. Like, I don't care if you post other YouTube videos or other YouTube channels on my account. I don't care. Go ahead, do it. But again, YouTube and Google's going to take it down. Their AI bot, whatever their algorithm to do whatever stuff. I don't know if it's because all the things people reported in the past, and then Google just auto goes, that was reported before. It must be bad. Let's take it down. Let's check. See, the comments are still gone. So, yeah, I don't know. This rant is just gonna go on forever, and I'm like seeing if my comments ever reappear or just I don't know. But I've posted a lot of comments on this thing, and they all disappeared. Okay, and I posted a thing about other stuff, and one guy, he was commenting, responding about it, and then YouTube, Google took his comments down, and I was asking him, did you delete your own comments because of my response, or did Google or YouTube delete it? And then he said Google, YouTube deleted it. So at least that person didn't go like, I'll get some people that they'll go, "Why'd you delete my comments? Are you scared that blah blah blah?" And I'm like, "No, I don't care. Delete, post whatever you want. I don't delete any comments. I leave all the comments open. I leave all the comments on. I never delete any comments. I even put on my thing, allow all comments, okay? I put on my channel every single thing, allow all comments. You can even put your OnlyFans, whatever little things that people spam on there. Google and YouTube are going to delete it, okay? But the things I'll delete is if it's scams, okay? If it's like a bot scam thing that I'll see, like trying to make you go to some Bitcoin scam, I'll delete those because I don't want my users or my viewers to accidentally click that and then get a virus or whatever on their thing, okay? But if it's like legit stuff, I don't delete any of it. I don't delete any comments. You can be completely against what I believe. You can go on all my Cybertruck videos and talk whatever nonsense you want on there, saying how terrible of a vehicle it is, how much you hate it. I don't care. You can do that if you want. Okay? I'm not going to delete any of it. I'm pretty sure Google and YouTube, they'll leave all those comments because they like people writing negative stuff about the Cybertruck, okay? So do it. I don't care. I'm curious. Do it. I want to see. So, but one thing I want to say is to monitor the comments you post and see if Google is deleting your comments because as you can see, they're gone, okay? Look, it says 8 replies. I'm pretty sure I replied more than 8 times to this thing, but those comments are gone, okay? So, I don't know if they're going to bring them back eventually or what. I don't know if they have a real human that's going to read these comments. There's way too many comments on YouTube for an actual human to read it unless you report something, like unless you manually report it, then maybe it will go to a human if the AI can't figure it out or whatever algorithm they have. So, I don't know. Let me know what you guys think. I've been seeing so much censorship, so much like blocking stuff. Obviously, it depends what you talk about. If you talk about anything that's slightly controversial, I don't know. The Cybertruck, the whole thing is controversial. So, but I seem to see a lot more negative stuff sticking now. And if you try and defend it, they're gonna kick you out. And another thing, I've had I've had where I went on a Reddit where all they talk is like nonsense about the Cybertruck, and then the person was like, "What are you doing like talking like the good things about the Cybertruck?" They kicked me out of that thing and banned because they only want a negative like view there. So I don't know. I don't know, maybe people want to be in these like little echo chambers where all they hear is people agreeing with them. I hate that. I don't like hearing where people only agree with you. That is very wrong. There's always going to be people that disagree with you, okay? And I don't think it's right that YouTube, Google, Facebook, whoever says, "Hey, I don't agree with you." Why am I getting pop-ups? I thought I put do not disturb mode on. I guess it's not actually on. But I guess I turned it off and forgot. But anyways, yeah, I don't agree with sorry, I lost my train of thought of that. So I don't agree with people like deleting comments, deleting like responses just because they don't agree. Like even if they're like saying mean things, even if they're like cussing, like to me, let people say what they want to say because the people will attack the other people that they feel are wrong, okay? If you don't agree with me, you can all gang up on me and attack me. I don't care, okay? Like, but if you're deleting comments and you're deleting stuff because of it, it's like saying, I don't even want to give you the chance to say I'm wrong or why I'm wrong. And that's to me is very wrong. Like, you should allow people to go give negative feedback. You should allow people to tell you you're wrong because if you can't hear both sides, how are you going to know like what other people think? How are you going to know what's right or wrong? How are you going to know what other people agree with? How are you going to know what other people don't agree with? You need to have that like back and forth. You need to hear what people like, what people don't like. They have that saying where people will do stuff and they'll say, that person never got punched in the face before. It's because they don't allow people to hear that they're wrong. You need to know when people don't agree with you, when you're wrong. And you can't just like block out everything and go, I don't care. I don't care. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. I don't want to hear you. Be quiet because you don't agree with me. Like that is very wrong. Like, how can you have that's the weirdest thing that I have with people say, don't talk about politics, don't talk about religion because it'll start all these arguments and everything. Isn't that what we should be doing? Shouldn't we be discussing politics? Shouldn't we be arguing about what we believe and why, what we agree with, what we don't agree with? Are we just going with, hey, these people talk the most or we hear them the most, so we should follow what they say? Like, Is that how it works? If the majority stays quiet and then like a few people that are like noisier talk, is that what we should go with because the noisy people talked? I don't think so. I feel like everybody should be allowed to have their voice heard. Everybody should be allowed to give their point of views. Everybody should be allowed to voice their minds, have their opinions heard. And yeah, if people think, "Oh, that's a dumb idea, that's stupid," we should also be able to do that. People see it as, "Oh, you can't do that. That's bullying. You can't do that. That's mean. You can't do that." People are going to like, "Okay, if someone's overweight, I'm overweight, okay? You can tell me I'm fat. You can tell me I'm ugly. You can tell me I'm overweight. You can tell me I breathe too much out of my mouth because while I'm talking, I get that shortness of breath and I'll be breathing out of my mouth. Okay, I know. All right. You don't like it shouldn't be a thing where you're like, you can't say that. You're going to hurt people's feelings. Like, why why is it so bad to have feelings hurt because people don't agree with you or because people tell you that you need you have some health problems or whatever? That shouldn't be a problem. Okay? Like, people should be like, okay, that's probably something I need to work on. Or they can say, I don't care. I'm fat. I'm overweight. I'm going to die earlier than a normal person or whatever. Okay. Like a healthy, whatever. Okay. So, but people should be allowed to say what they want and not fear like that something bad is going to happen because they talked. Okay. Unless you're saying like something that's like a criminal. Okay. Like you're going to, like, I mean, obviously nobody's gonna say I'm gonna go hunt down this person or whatever, okay? But like um people should be allowed to speak their feelings. People now they box everything up and then they're like, "Oh, you need someone to talk to. You should go to therapy." There's all these people all around. There's all these people on YouTube, on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, on X, whatever you're like, there's all these people on all these social medias. You can talk with everybody. Like, there's no reason for people in this day and age to feel like they're alone. There's no reason for people to feel like they have no one to talk to. There's a million people, like, I don't know how many people, billions of people in the world. And now with social media and internet, everybody's pretty much interconnected. Everybody can pretty much talk to everyone. Well, unless you're getting internet restricted from your countries and they censor you and whatever. I don't know. There's all this, like I said, there's all this censorship going on. People are being blocked. People can't say what they want to say because people are not only scared that they're going to get canceled, not only scared they're going to make enemies. It's like, it's okay for people to have different point of views. It's okay for people to think different than you. It's okay for people to disagree and argue and get upset. That's all normal. It's okay for stuff to hurt your feelings. It's okay to be sad. You shouldn't have to be like, what words can I type? Because if I type something, I'm probably going to get blocked. I'm probably going to get muted. I'm probably, if they want, they can put a thing where they say, this content is hidden because it's probably controversial, or this comment is hidden because it contains bad words, or this comment is hidden because it contains lewdness or whatever, okay? Do that. But don't make it to where this comment never existed. I don't know. They never posted anything, they never responded to you. Like, especially when somebody says, no content moderation, allow all except all, okay? If I want, like, I can, like, if it can post to me and I can see all those comments, I can manually go through it myself and delete the bots. Or let me, or at least give me like a filter column and say, YouTube assumes that these are all bots. And then let me decide yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, whatever. Like, it makes no sense to just flat out hide it from view, delete it immediately before anyone can see it. Maybe they're like, that's going to be too much spam, and if we allow it all through, then you're going to get a headache. Again, just make a spam folder of all the stuff that auto gets blocked, And then the content creator can decide if they want to be that censorship thing instead of YouTube and Google doing it. But either way, I still feel completely censorship where it's like making it to where it doesn't exist is wrong. But if it really, really feels like it's just nonsense bot generated garbage, then sure, okay, go ahead, put it into a thing, but still let the content creator or whoever's monitoring or reading that stuff allow them to just make the final decision. It shouldn't be where it's just automatically vanishes from out of no from thin air and it doesn't exist. Like, see, this thing doesn't exist. And as you can see, the creator of the video liked my comment, okay? So they're not deleting my comments. You saw how fast it disappeared, okay? It's not like I just was like, "Oh, let me just hide and delete these and then put them back." Like, I don't know how it came back for that split second or however long and then they all disappeared again. But I know this rant is going on for far too long now. It's been over half an hour. I was trying to do a short where it was 3 minutes so that it can be a short. But yeah, that's my rant. And this is the kind of thing that Elon Musk was fighting, and that's why he bought Twitter and renamed it to X. Because of, you see how much content moderation goes on? It's not even deleting bots, it's deleting flat out legitimate responses that they're not even like, if you saw my response, it wasn't even any more rude than whatever this is, okay? And you see, it's okay leaving this. Why is it okay leaving this? It's okay leaving this. Why is it okay leaving that? Like, did I say something extra mean that for some reason should be blocked? Or did they get mad because my responses are usually upset at people like this for being, I don't know, close minded, not accepting? The people that claim to be most accepting are usually the least accepting. Like, I don't delete anything again. Feel free to spam my channel with whatever your hate comments or whatever. All right? I don't care. I'm not going to delete it. I promise. If it gets deleted, it's probably YouTube or Google. Their AI bot or whatever is going on there. They're auto flagging, auto deleting. I can't delete comments that fast. So, yeah. All right. Feel free to comment whatever you want. My page, I also have Twitter, X, whatever. If you want to find me on there, feel free to comment and ask. I'll let you spam me with all your hate all you want, okay? I'm not going to stop you. You can make your death threats. I'm still not going to stop you. I don't care. You can tell me I'm dumb. You can tell me I have whatever, Asperger's, hamburgers, whatever, okay? I don't know. So, yeah, I'm not going to block anything. I'm not going to delete anything. Feel free to comment all you want. Feel free to tell me how dumb my Cybertruck is or whatever. Again, I don't care. Feel free to tell me how whatever you think is going on in the world of whatever. Okay? Yeah. Comment, send me whatever. Again, I'm not going to block whatever. You can go ahead and test me if you want. Again, if you're sending like some link that seems like a virus, then maybe I'll delete those, okay? Because I don't want my whoever's reading to click that and then end up getting a virus. So if you're going to start putting links on there, it better be like a legitimate thing. If it's coming from YouTube, it's fine. I'll leave it because I can see like the link and I'm like, okay, that's a YouTube link. But if it's like some random like bit.ly or some shortened link or something where it could be a virus and people don't know and they click it, those are I'll delete those just because I myself don't even trust those. I don't click those because who knows what people put behind those shortened links. So, yeah, I don't trust any of that kind of stuff. If you try and send attachments or whatever, if it's not just like an image or a video that just auto plays on whatever social media thing, then maybe I'll delete those as well. But comments, messages, hate, whatever, racism, uh I don't care. Death threats, whatever. Go ahead, post it all you want, okay? You'll see. I don't delete anything and I don't care. You can tell me how wrong I am about whatever Elon Musk and Trump is doing or whatever you think is going on. Okay? Honestly, what I see is People are blowing up stuff and lighting things on fire because of something they don't agree with, and that's wrong. You don't see me like going out and attacking people or damaging cars of people that tell me they don't like Trump or Elon, okay? Like to me that is very wrong. During the all the other protests and things, go ahead protest, but if you're destroying things, if you're like holding up blocking traffic and all that, you're in the wrong, okay? You're blocking people from getting to work, you're blocking people from going on with their lives. They can read your signs. You can go on end up in the news, but don't make it so people can't get to work. Don't make it so people can't have the ambulance go through. Don't block the police from doing their jobs. Protesting is fine. Getting your message out there is fine. Letting people know what you think, letting people know what you feel. That's all fine, okay? Don't be smashing in people's like businesses, destroying their property, destroying their vehicles, destroying all those chargers, looting, stealing. Don't use your disagreement as an excuse to commit crimes, okay? Okay? The laws are still laws. Don't go like breaking laws just because you don't agree with something. Um, I mean, obviously, there's a thing where there's the amendment, like Second Amendment, whatever thing, right? And then they're like, you can go against a tyrannical government or something. They're not going after you or trying to kill you, okay? The government right now is not sending out people to kill you. But you never know what's going to happen with AI and all of that, whatever's going on, right? Right now, technically, with all this content moderation that's automatic, AI is already technically controlling your brain. They're controlling what you see, controlling what you hear, controlling what you believe to be true. They can even like control like where your money goes, what happens to your money. Everything's like in this digital world now where if they really wanted to screw up everything, which they're kind of already doing it. You see, the entire economy is collapsing. And why is that? Is it people cashing out, trying to hold all their money? I don't know. Find out. Okay? But I'm going to tell you right now, it's not just because they're like saying let's get rid of all this spending the government's doing. I don't think that's the reason why the entire economy's collapsing, okay? Getting rid of government spending is not going to make the entire economy collapse. But anyways, um I don't know what else to say. Go ahead, post, comment, whatever, respond. If it gets deleted from YouTube or wherever, again, you can find me on my Facebook, Twitter, Instagram. I don't really use Instagram or Facebook or Twitter much. I just have them. But if you message on there, I'll probably see it. So, yeah. All right. That's pretty much it. This was a long enough rant. I don't know who's even going to listen to this whole rant. If you do somehow make it through to this whole rant, then you're awesome. Okay? Because I don't know who else will listen to this kind of stuff. They'll probably be like, what is this nonsense? Anyways, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Let me know if you've been censored or silenced by YouTube and Google like this. And if you've experienced Google or YouTube or whoever else, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, if Twitter's even blocking your stuff. I don't know. After Elon took over, he claims that it's all free speech. I haven't been on Twitter enough or X enough to post stuff and see my comments get deleted. Okay? So, I don't know. I have an X account, but I don't really use it much. I just have it. All right? I don't really use Facebook or Instagram much either, but people send me like memes and stuff from there. So, yeah, that's pretty much it. Again, feel free to message all you want with whatever you think. Go ahead, test me, see if I'm going to delete your stuff. I told you what I'll delete, it's not going to be because I don't agree with it. It's because I'm going to think if it's actually dangerous to people's devices. Okay? I'm to where I don't even censor if there's like, well, I don't even know what I can say without YouTube or Google demonetizing or hiding my stuff. Okay? But I don't even hide death from people. So if you're going to post like some funeral or something happens, don't I'm not gonna block it, I'm not gonna delete it, but somebody else is going to, okay? It's gonna be like YouTube or Google or whoever auto deletes or auto knows that there's something there that shouldn't be there, okay? I'm not gonna delete anything. You go ahead, try whatever, okay? If it's illegal, which I guess technically if you're okay, like death technically isn't illegal, but if you committed a crime for that to happen, okay, then that's gonna have to be deleted because I can't leave that on there, and I'm pretty sure it's gonna auto get deleted anyways. But, yeah, okay? If you're doing something illegal and posting that on my thing, then I can't keep it on there because then I'll be considered aiding and abetting or whatever. I don't know how it works, but there you go. All right, so go ahead. Feel free to give it a try. See if you want. If I'm gonna block anything, I'm telling you, I'm not gonna block anything. Okay, if it gets auto deleted, find another way to message it to me or send it to me because it's gonna be the platform that's doing it. Okay, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye. Obviously, you didn't see me in this one. All you did was hear me talk a bunch. Let's see one more time. It's all gone. All right. Bye.